Ladies and gentlemen, we are so happy to see you all here today and would like to wish you very welcome to European 2024 to Malmö and to Sweden.
So to kick off the event, we're going to give you a short introduction to Sweden and what you think you know about it and maybe what you don't know about Sweden. Just to liven things up a little bit, get you awake in the morning. Yeah, button there. So Sweden is a very long country with Lapland in the north, where the reindeer are, the polar circle, Aurora Borealis, and you can see the Øresundsbro, the bridge over to Denmark here in the south. You probably see it from your hotel. The capital of Stockholm is Stockholm, where there's a mixture of both salt water and fresh water around the archipelago.
Yes, Sweden is a real outdoor country with forests, lakes and mountains, which gives a lot of different opportunities for outdoor activities. We have forests, lakes and mountains, and we have had the old inland ice that has really worn down the mountains. So that's why the highest peak is only 2,100 meters high. 69% of the country is covered by forest and woodlands, 9% by water, and we have a population of only 11 million in this big country. The climate is getting warmer, and so the Swedish vineyards are increasing in numbers, and the quality is actually competing and challenging the best ones.
And the hotter climate in the world is also having a big effect on the tourism to Sweden now, with coolcation, which is becoming a very popular word. People actually trying to escape the heat to get to a cooler climate during the summer.
And the weekend closest to the longest day, that's when we celebrate midsummer. Decorating a midsummer pool with flowers, and ladies and children are putting flowers in their hair.
And dancing around the maypole, it is always followed by fantastic food, games. You get to taste some pickled herring and some aquavit and have a lot of fun. Strawberries are always a part of the Swedish midsummer.
Yes, so this is indeed our national day. Sweden has changed the music scene for generations. And here you can see some that you might recognize, like ABBA, Roxette, Max Martin. We have Swedish House Mafia, Avicii and Sara Larsson. Just to mention a few.
But Sweden's also a sporting nation with many stars. Here are just a few of them that you might recognize. Sara Sjöström, who's an Olympic gold medalist again, of course. Linn Svan and the Swedish cross-country team. And of course, downhill stars like Ingemar Stenmark and Anja Persson. And all of you, I'm sure, recognize Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Armand Duplantis with another world record.
Sweden is an innovative country with many famous scientists, entrepreneurs and inventors. And here you can see a few well-known ones.
As an example, Baltzar von Platen and Carl Munters invented the refrigerator. And von Platen also invented the wire winding technology that we use to contain high pressures in our hip equipment.
And you can also see Anders Celsius, Carl von Linné, Alfred Nobel. And in the middle, you see Göran Fredrik Göransson, and he's the one that industrialized the Bessemer process, which you will hear more about in Annika Roos' presentation later on.
But there are also female scientists, and such as Eva Ekblad de la Gardie. She was the first woman to be voted into the Swedish Academy of Sciences back in 1748, which is a long time ago. She pioneered the use of potatoes to make starch, which was used for aquavit, powder, and wig makeup.
But since Eva Ekeblad's time, things has changed drastically. The right to vote for women came in 1990, and today 40% of the people in the Swedish parliament are women, and 41% of the company board members are also women.
And there's also another revolution in the other direction, where men are taking their chance to be with their children. Sweden has a very good policy for parental leave, and 30% of the time is taken by men today in Sweden.
And here we would also like to take the opportunity to present and welcome you all, men and women, to a brainstorming session that will take place tomorrow, titled Women in PM. So that you are very welcome to at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Sweden has been a warfaring nation. Maybe not everybody's aware of this, but there was an empire in the north of Europe, which was a Swedish empire. But these days, peace is more on the agenda, with festivals such as Peace and Love and new membership in the defense alliance, NATO.
So as well as being #1 in the Global Sustainability Index, Sweden is also a leading country when it comes to low carbon electricity, with over 98% coming from clean fossil-free sources.
And today, major industry development in Sweden is really focused on new technology areas such as green steel and cellulose-based products.
And you might recognize Greta Thunberg. She has really put Sweden on the map by activating students and striking for climate change.
The Malmö region is both beautiful and historic, and used to be part of Denmark. Has its own flag from those days as well, which you might recognize on some of the buildings down here.
And the town has a well-known successful football team, Malmö FF, and many interesting sights to see.
And they won last night 2-0.
You might have heard it from
You might
nearby.
have heard it from the hotel, yeah.
Yeah.
So once again, welcome to EuroPM 2024 and to Sweden. Enjoy the conference, network with each other, and make the most of your time in Sweden. Welcome.
Thank you.